Hi everyone, I'm going to show you tonight how to remove and replace your Viper 7941 remote. I'm going to take the battery out and replace it with a new one, and I'll also go over some other tips in case that doesn't go smoothly, and I'll show you what to look for just in case it doesn't come back after removing the battery. So here we go. On the back side, just like the smaller 7752, it has a screw at the bottom that we're going to remove. Okay, on this one, instead of like the smaller one, we would pry from the sides. Actually, you're going to get up in the corners here and here. There's actually some detents that are underneath, so I'm going to use a screwdriver instead to just pry up the side. As you can see, I'll show you a close-up. There's these little detents that hold the battery cover in place, and that's where you have to pry in the corners. There's also two on this side, one up here in the corner and one here in the back, and those are the places you should be prying on to take the battery cover off. Okay, now that we got the battery exposed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few points just in case you see like static on the main screen. It'll be like snow, colorful snow if it doesn't come back after you replace the battery. So the one that differs between this remote and the other one, the smaller one, is that the smaller one is just one board itself. If you look at here, there's actually two boards, one on this side and then one on this side. And there's this connector right here that's connecting the two together. There's also another one on the other side, which is right here, that's also connecting the two boards together. If you drop your remote constantly, or just over time, the board gets dirty or corrosion happens. In between these two connectors, there's gold pins, and they'll get dirty, and you'll actually have to clean them in order to get the remote to work again. And I've been successful about 50% of the time of cleaning them up and getting them to work again. And I have not been able to find a replacement for these connectors yet, so it's worth a try at least to clean it and see if it works. So to remove the battery, what we're going to do is we're just going to hold on to the top of the connector, because if you pull on it too hard, you can pull it off the circuit board. We'll just pull the connector out, and we're going to take a plastic tool once again, because we don't want to scratch the circuit board from underneath, because then that'll ruin the circuit board itself. So we'll just gently pry around the sides until it starts to come up. Okay, we got the battery off. I'm going to take the new battery and we're just going to plug it in just to make sure it works. There's no point in putting it all back together if it doesn't fix it. Okay, and then this takes about 30 seconds or so for it to turn on. It must be like a boot up process or something. Okay, so this one booted up fine. Everything works good. I didn't see any snow, so we're gonna put this one back together. We'll also peel off the backing of the tape, the double stick tape. Okay, and one thing we want to be careful when we're putting the battery back in is there's this clip that's at the very top, right in here. If you look on the back side, if you look in here, and you look on here, there's also this clip right here. What we don't want to do is have the wires get pinched by that clip, so we'll just make sure those are out of the way. Put the screw back in. And that's how you replace the battery on your remote.